Whew, I made it. I might be just maybe 10 minutes later than I had said I was going to go live, but better late than never. And I'm here. Today is Saturday, September the 6th. This is Mary Lou Foster. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am coming to you today to go through this beautiful mini catalog. We call it the Holiday Mini because saying September to December mini catalog every time, that is a mouthful. So we could probably go SDMC, and I think they maybe do abbreviate it sometimes, but I call it the Holiday Mini Catalog. So I'm not going to take a whole lot of your time. I have several of the items in the catalog, and I've made a sample or two. And I was just going to point out a thing or two about the catalog to you. I really like this one. The cover, this paper is stunning. That ribbon I don't have in my possession yet, but it's coming. So when you do a walkthrough, I'm not going to go page by page necessarily. I'm just going to point out some highlights to get started. But there is a table of contents. It's kind of organized. We have 3 different levels of products that you can purchase. We have a step-by-step, and those are our kit collections and our scrapbooking workshop kits, where pretty much the work is all done for you. You might get to do stamping, you get to put it together, but designing it, that's been done for you already. Coordinated products across the spectrum of our things that we offer. Then we have quick and easy options. Those are the memories and more cards. There's card, tag, and scrapbook templates. I'll point those out on our way by. And then creativity your way. That's for the avid crafter or someone who doesn't mind starting from scratch and putting it together the way you would like to do it. Your creativity comes out that way. And then on page 64 is where it does talk about getting your discount. There is a way to get a 20 to 25% discount on your purchases by signing up. It sounds kind of scary to say I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but it does not involve, there's no requirement to do anything with it except be what we call a happy shopper. So I'm going to pause for a moment on this page. As you notice, it's pink. It's probably maybe our Pretty in Pink. Standing Strong Together. This one is called Love and Courage, and it's one of the opportunities that Stampin' Up! Uses to make a difference and to give back. For each purchase, $3 is going to go to breast cancer organizations. They've kind of earmarked some. I can't speak exactly what they are, but anytime they do one of these give back promotional things, it's been child hunger, it's been usually every holiday there's something that you can purchase, and when you do, Stampin' Up! Contributes usually $3 of your purchase towards the causes that help make a difference in our lives. Love and Courage. Breast cancer. I think nearly every one of us has been directly affected by breast cancer. My own mom was a long-time cancer survivor. I had a 1-year-old when she was diagnosed back in 1977 with breast cancer, very unexpectedly, and she was a proud survivor. I, of course, have purchased this. This, you know, it looks like a sunflower. Well, no. Mine's pink. And it says, support, strength, heart, faith, resolve, fight, hope, courage, survivor, believe. It is, it's a stunning stamp set. Friends don't let friends fight cancer alone. It's okay to not be okay. And then if you are the one with breast cancer, sometimes you want to thank those around you who are supporting you through that. It says, thank you for supporting me throughout my battle. And then love and hope. It is one of the red rubber stamps, and if you remember our announcement from earlier in the fall, these cling stamps are being discontinued, but it's kind of a phased out process. So I did make the card, the sample card, and what makes it kind of, besides the pink, is the ribbon. I use strawberry slush on mine, heat embossed the love. And the U actually came from the thank you. So it was quite a challenge to ink just that word and get it positioned right underneath love. But when there's a will, there's a way. So that's an opportunity. When I saw it, I'm like, oh yes, I will. I nearly always participate. Last year it was some pretty designer series paper. So I'm going to go pretty fast through these first pages. This kit's coming. I forget what the name of it is, and they don't have it here. These are your scrapbook kits. They coordinate with products that we have, our memories and more options. Here are the templates that they were talking about. If you are stuck on a layout for a card, a tag, a page, and keep in mind you can take these scrapbook layouts and make cards out of them. You're not stuck just making scrapbook pages. So this particular scrapbook set offers the stickers and the extra punched out stuff. Alright, so now we're getting to the nitty gritty. Our new A Child is Born, and that's one that I do have. It's in the bottom of the box because that's where I started. A Child is Born, and it is a photopolymer stamp set, and I believe my card. So I cased the catalog. This layout over here had an example of one of the cards made, and I figured out what paper they've used. I think they actually give us the list, but I just didn't take the time to access it. But we will be using this in a standalone class because there are going to be plenty of options for using A Child is Born. I don't have the big Merry Christmas or those. Seeing a lot of cute things with that. This is the Creativity Your Way. This is where you're getting into doing your own thing. So the Traditions of Christmas. I have this one coming, but I have the paper. Excuse me. And I had a PDF sheet on my, well, this is actually not the, but I used this paper to make this 3D item, but it's with a different bundle. These sparklies, however, are part of this sweet collection, Traditions of Christmas. Oh, I used them. And it just shows different color options. Some people don't necessarily care for the red and the greens of Christmas, but this one pulls in the petal pinks. This is an idea of creating the elements to make tags and maybe get together with your friends and family and make your own Christmas tags. North Pole Delivery. It has the animals and the scenes, and I don't have any of that yet. You know, you can't get everything. Now the Peaceful Garden. Oh my goodness. I was going to look. My September class is with the Peaceful Garden. This is the paper. I made a sample board of the beautiful paper. And make sure no one's commenting. Where's my... To show the stamp set for this one kind of leans more towards, here are my cards. heartfelt prayers, the deepest sympathy, big hugs for a good friend. But you do have this nice peace on earth, the peace, love, and joy, a nice big love, all the best in your new adventure. So they tried to make it be one that could be used for other than just Christmas. But look at this card. And I'm not going to untie it. Well, yes, I am, because that's the only way to get into this card. But this is pretty stunning because it shows you both sides of the paper. So my September Club Create, this is the suite that I'll be featuring. And you will get the instructions and the card kits to make these cards. This is not difficult, trust me. You might have to read the instructions a little bit. Okay, I had trouble tying the bows yesterday too. I'm not sure what's happened to my bow tying skills. But I did a video yesterday and I like to never got the... Granted, I didn't give myself a big enough tail, but this one already had a nice tail. It's coming. Here it is. Where is it? I got my nails done and I think something changed about my fingers with that. But what I love about this are the soft blues. It's very peaceful, hence the name Peaceful Garden. Isn't that cool? And that beautiful dove reminds me of Christmas and the dove of peace, Jesus Christ. There's a cool embossing folder. Shows you some 3D home objects that you can use. There are also two frames that layer different... Yeah, I don't know where that one is. I didn't put that one in my tub. Have you ever wanted to see the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights? Well, here's your chance. I have actually gotten to see them in person, and the night that we saw them, it pretty much kind of looked like these, where it was a drape. They call it the Hem of Christ, and they're electric. You can hear them because we were out in the middle of nowhere in Alaska, outside of Fairbanks, and you could hear the static, and you could see them like off in the distance on the horizon, and then they moved towards you and they became more vivid. You don't really see the pinks so much with the naked eye. We were lucky, blessed, happen chance, a God wink, to have a professional photographer also watching with us in the spot that my brother chose. And she took time-lapse pictures and then offered to take our picture with them in the background. And it's my screensaver on my computer. Absolutely brings back the best memories. And you look at this and you go, oh, that can't be, that can't be. Not with the naked eye necessarily, but with a time-lapse photography, you get all these colors, all the undulations, I call it, because it's not a linear thing. And it does seem like it'll originate from one spot and then it just kind of spreads out. So when I saw this suite and these papers, the paper is what gets me first. But then what they've done with the dies, and you look at this die set, and I was going to make a display board, and I didn't get it done. But I did make a card, and once again, why reinvent the wheel when you can use what they've already done? Because that did give me a chance to use the paper. Look at that. And this is kind of what it looks like. We were lucky enough, we were up on a mountain, basically. It wasn't even a hill. It's too big to give it the name a hill, because you could see off in the valley. So we didn't have trees obstructing our view, except at the edge of the cliff type, you know, where it dropped off. But there were lots of places that this is very reminiscent of what it looked like. So this suite also has these beautiful frosted iridescent dots. the stamp set, Light, Love, Wonder, Magic of Christmas. Just, yeah, just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. So I know we'll make cards in card class with this. I don't know that it'll be its own standalone pull-out class, because you're gonna need all the stuff, and it's quite well. This whole suite collection is only $81.25, because you get the dies, you get the stamps, you get the dots, and the paper. Whenever you buy that bundle, they give you one item number in case you've not noticed that before, and a price. And of course, with all of our other products, if you buy the stamp set and the dies as a bundle, you get 10% off. This does not give you a discount. You do get the bundle at the $51.25 price, as opposed to the individual price of $57. So it's not real expensive. If you loved it enough to purchase the whole thing, you get this whole page with this one code, one catalog number. And then it just shows that you could make it other times of the year. It doesn't have to just be the the winter scene. These dies, I'm going to have to play with them, because they always kind of confuse me of how to operate them, how to work them, how to layer them. I'm not real good with that, but there are people who are. And you know, in card making, you can case, and that's copy and share everything. And then the autumn toile, I believe is how toile, I call it toile. I think that's a French word, not sure. It's just beautiful. I don't have the stamps yet. That pumpkin, I don't know. I may have to have it just for the pumpkin. There's this nice mesh, they call it irregular weave trim. We've had the mesh trims before. This one is 3/8 of an inch wide. So, and we've had the 1 inch wide, and they're really nice to work with. But 1 inch is pretty wide. I don't care for 1 inch, but 3/8 inch should be good. And it just adds sparkle and texture without overpowering, because it is an open type weave. I do have this paper. I haven't put together a design board or a display board with it. And then it has this really, really pretty earth tone metallic paper. And the dots that come with this are called streaked dots. And I do have them, but I didn't pull them out. And probably I can't. These are Cajun Craze. Oh, no, maybe I have not purchased those yet. And once again, you have your inspiration. This is what they call a one-sheet wonder. I'm on page 42. So they take one sheet, and they show you how you can cut it up. This is the front, this is the back, or A side, B side. And you can make 6 cards with one sheet of paper. For card classes, I typically will cut 4 inches by 5 1/4, so I can get 6 cards from a sheet, and then I'll have the little strip left, and that's what we'll put on the inside. They show making a frame, wrapping a present. This one is called Keeping Traditions. And the paper on this one is really pretty. It coordinates back with the traditions of Christmas. It's a scrapbooking from scratch, where you would get the pack of paper and all of the elements and create your own. The Fluffy Squirrel Bundle, there are a lot of people going crazy about that one. I'm not a big fan of it, but that's okay. Everybody's got their thing. And what caught my eye about this one are the layering dies. There are 10 dies in this. It's called Branching Out, including some of the branches. But I haven't purchased it yet. I may do just the dies on this one. The stamp set, yeah, it's cute, but not my thing. And then the Words for the Season bundle. And this is one that has dies that die cut out the words. So you can buy it as a bundle, or you can buy it individually if you like the stamps. And they do have the nice sentiments on these stamps. I may eventually get this one. I haven't yet. Leans towards Christmas. Let's toast to yesterday's achievements and tomorrow's bright future. That's kind of a Happy New Year type thing. Snowy Delights bundle. I love snowflakes. I've got this one coming because I'm participating in a class, and I do take classes, and this is one of the bundles that they are using, and they're using these masks, and I have mixed results with those, but I do keep trying. And the cool thing about the dies is they layer, so you can do a solid background and then lay the sparkly, die cut a sparkly layer to put on it. I think on this one, they've maybe layered all of them. I'm seeing green, and I see the next layer, and I see that layer, and I see that layer. Okay. Might as well use them all. You can also stamp a snowflake. This gingerbread man, he's adorbs. Don't have him, but he's cute. And then gift of the season, these I'm sure they will be really cute ideas to use for that one. The pattern tags dies, I'm pretty sure when you die cut them then that, yeah, it does. It cuts out like the shape of the stars, and you layer it on a solid something or another, just like this one is the pine bough branches, and you layer it on a solid. These sweaters are really cute. They're called Twice as Nice because they are two-sided. So one side has the details, and the other side is solid. The socks are the same way. Look, you get a right sock and a left sock. How cute is that? Your mittens also. So those are just little extra elements. These joyful tidings. And they're so pretty. There's one that leans kind of towards fall, but also the orange slice, orange, I think that's what those are, can be Christmas. They have actually heat embossed. This is that open weave ribbon. See how pretty that is? And then the sparkly sequins. So this one is called Magic and Hope. The paper tags dies. And sometimes things kind of hide because they're available on stampingup.com. So they're one of our online exclusives. Our heat tool is an online exclusive. Our Wow embossing powders and our Versamark that you need in order to heat emboss. So if you're not into those things, you wouldn't know that. This one is designed by one of the $1 million sales achievers. Her name is Sharon Armstrong, and apparently her happy place is the beach, because the scene on the letters, it says happy, and look, it's kind of a beach, palm trees and water and birds. And this one's called Petal Arrangement. I'm not real good with those kind of things. Then it's talking about just having people over and crafting together. You don't have to be a demonstrator to just get together and craft. And then to share what you love. We talked about that already, about getting your discount, joining part of a global community of crafters, y'all. My upline is signed up under Patty Bennett, and if you don't know anything about Stampin' Up, Patty Bennett is she reached $3.3 million in sales this week, and she's amazing, and she supports her team, and you would be in her third downline, so you would be part of that great community of support Facebook group. So page 65, they kind of put it all together. There's an index. So if you know what stamp set you're looking for, I flip back here and I'll look for, because I was looking for Peace on Earth. Well, and A Child is Born. Well, it's easier than looking through this whole catalog. If I know what paper I'm looking for, well, here you go. Just look it up. So don't forget that that page is very handy. Then if you would like just a monthly kit in the mail, Stampin' Up's offers Paper Pumpkin. It's one of the top rated monthly subscriptions. They're I want to say $28. You get everything you need. The first, when you sign up, you'll get a stamping block in that kit, and you'll just hang on to it because you'll get stamps and ink, adhesives, everything that you need to make whatever the theme of the month for that kit. Look at that. We are to the back of the catalog. Isn't that pretty? Stuck on gift ideas. I can help you with that. If you have a crafter in your life, we could put together an adhesive kit. We could put together a crafting essentials kit. So the only other thing I did not show you then is the Holly Jolly. I don't even know what page that's on, but I can look it up. There are dies. There is a hybrid embossing folder. These are the traditional sparkling sequins. And I embossed my tag, and look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then I just added some of the elements. I did some stamping and coloring and put together a little box. I don't have anything in it yet, but y'all, just to hand this as a thank you gift, it did not take that much time. I can send you the instructions for that. I'd have to write them up, but it's not difficult. I forget where I even got the instructions, but it used that really pretty paper that really was not even part of the Holly Jolly. Let me see what page Holly Jolly is on. It must have been hiding. It's an online exclusive. So remember I told you we offer more products than are just the ones pictured in this book. And sometimes you forget when you're shopping to just hop online and look at the online exclusives, because there's some really pretty stuff. This one, and then my class that I'm offering right now called Jar of Joy. I'm trying to find what I did with those cards. Right here. This is one of the cards. Oh, it's not put together. This is the Jar of Joy. It coordinates with the sweet jar that is more all occasion, other times of the year. This is the card I featured. So, online exclusive. You don't want to miss the details of that class. Yesterday's video, I showed how to make that slant front card. So that was really all I had for you today. I just kind of wanted to hit the highlights of this new holiday mini. I'll be having card classes, Christmas card classes, and I hope to go back to my in-person card classes. My husband has been dealing with an infected knee for 3 months, and we are coming up to our big surgery date, and he'll still have a couple of months of recovery after that. But my time, maybe I can go back to doing some of the things I really like doing. And right now, taking care of him is my priority and my full-time, because it takes a lot of time. But I appreciate your time stopping by today, and I wish you joy and peace. And I will be talking to you later. Have a great day.